Well, good morning. It's bright and early, just about 7 a.m. here in Las Vegas. Let's have some fun, let's share some good info, and help us on our way to another winning day. Welcome to the Wake Up and Win Quick Hitter Podcast. What's moving in the markets? More importantly, why is it moving? And where can we expect it to go from here? I like to start in the NBA, and we'll start in the NBA for today because we have seen a significant line move regarding the Kristaps Porzingis injury between Boston and Dallas. This line was sitting at 1.5. Most books yesterday -2. The Porzingis injury, I'm going to say it moved the line a point with Porzingis, and he hasn't. I don't think he's officially been ruled out, but no one expects him to play tonight. Nonetheless, we're seeing 2. No, he hasn't been ruled out. It's still listed as questionable for tonight. The markets don't expect him to play. We've seen about a point move towards Dallas after the Porzingis injury. 1.5 to 2.5. There were 3s out there last night. The markets tapped the 3s and said, all right, that's too much, especially considering Boston 6-0 on the road here in the postseason straight up. They haven't been dogs in any game, I don't believe. Nonetheless, about a point for the Porzingis injury in the markets. Total-wise, 212.5, and it's still mostly 212.5, maybe a half point up with Porzingis being hurt. Obviously, his rim protection matters for the Celtics. So the bigger move on the side than the total, I honestly thought the total might get popped in that one. Hasn't yet, still sitting, again, you can still find 212.5s, 213, probably the prevailing number as we speak in the association. Speaking of the association, I'm running pretty good in the NBA. 2-0 so far in the finals, 7-2, 78% with my last 9. And you go back to November, you look at the long-term track records in the NBA. For me, and again, I'm like 58% since 2022, up 221 units of profit. Been profitable. I had a crappy start to this year. I think I started 2-12. That's since the beginning of November. We're just shy of 59% in the NBA. I mean, it's been good. It's been consistent. And I've got to play up for tonight. You guys get a promo code. NBA 10 gets you $10 off the NBA package for tonight. I think it's priced at $25. You can get it for $15. Again, just use promo code NBA 10 at checkout. Take advantage of that offer. You can get my 4% total for tonight in Game 3 of the Celtics and the Mavs. Please, if you have a moment, take a second, hit that like button if you like what you're seeing. If not, don't worry about it. I appreciate it. All the comments are great. All the follows are great. I do want to give you guys some info. We're going to close out the show after this week. The viewership, I really appreciate all you've been watching, but I'm not picking up big numbers. What we are going to do, however, I'm not bailing completely. No. NFL season win report comes out. Now we have a date. Tuesday, July 2nd. Once that win report comes out, we're going to start doing NFL previews, team by team throughout the league. So there'll be plenty of further content, NFL content, good NFL content over the course of the summer months. But Wake Up and Win, I think Friday is going to be the last show for this. It didn't take off. I appreciate all you guys following. I'm still going to do it the next couple of days, but Friday's going to be the last Wake Up and Win. We just haven't gotten the viewership. There are lots of great other content. Check out Drew's daily show for baseball if you're looking for that. He's getting great views, and it's really good content. So, I'm not going to beat my head against the wall. It's okay. We'll try something else. That being said, let's talk about what's going on right now. And I've been doing WNBA, even though I don't handicap the WNBA. The sharp moves in WNBA are worth paying attention to. And we've got one for the Connecticut Sun and Chicago Sky today. We've seen over money in that ballgame. Sharp over money. 152.5 at the open. I'm seeing as high as 154.5. Total, the side is getting popped both ways. Back and forth action. I've seen 7.5, and it's bouncing back and forth. So there's no legit wise guy side there. There has been a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of over money from a total that opened 152.5 at several books, 153 at others. So that's what's going on in the WNBA. Let's talk some MLB for today, because that's surely worth talking about. That's what's on center stage in the summer months is baseball. And we're actually seeing a fair bit of movement in the betting markets this morning. As usual, more on totals than on sides. That's the MO with the baseball betting marketplace. The totals tend to pop around a fair bit. Once we get to June, the sides don't usually move quite. I'm not saying we're not seeing side action, but more total action for today. Let's start with Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Falter and Gray. The market don't like Falter. I've seen over money on him in recent starts, so we're seeing some over money for today's game. And of course, off the pitchers duel yesterday, I mean, a fair bit. That was 7.5 at the open. Now I'm seeing 8.5s out there right now at leading indicator books. 8s with juice at many other books. So we have seen some St. Louis money. We have seen some over money. The markets, again, Falter's not a guy who they've seemed to like, although the Cardinals haven't hit lefties at any point this season, which could be a concern again today. Again, looking at the free WagerTalk Live odds screen, little bit of money for the favorite in Seattle and the White Sox. Nobody wants the White Sox. That bullpen can't hold any lead. It's a nightmare for the books when it comes to Chicago. Chicago's a problem when you have teams in baseball that just don't win. All right? It's not like a point spread where you can price it to turn a winner into a loser if it's plus 26.5 or whatever. You can't do that in baseball. A team actually has to win. So when you have a team playing .250 ball like the White Sox, books have a hard time with this team. And there's no money coming for the White Sox once again today. Seattle taking the early money again, minus 240, minus 245, minus 250 is popping up now on the WagerTalk free live odds screen. We're looking at some of the interleague action for today. Big move to the over in Milwaukee. Bassett and Myers going there, and Bassett's not a guy who the market's left. Love that line opened as low as 8. That total opened as low as 8. Now I'm seeing 9s out there, so that's a significant move. 8.5 at many books, but really there were, most books opened at 8. That's a steam move. That's legit. Toronto, Milwaukee over has taken a fair bit of wise guy money. Now note the difference. They're not betting the over 9 now. 9's a key number when it comes to MLB totals. They bet the over 8 and over 8.5. If you guys want to follow, you guys got to bet the 9, which is why following this team isn't always the most profitable endeavor. Let's talk about some San Francisco money. Webb against Valdez. Valdez got hit hard last time out, but he's been pretty good. Houston's better than San Francisco. I'm surprised. The Astros are dogs in that one. Nonetheless, Webb's the type of pitcher who takes money almost every time he pitches. So I'm seeing San Fran minus 115. Now a little bit of San Diego money against Oakland. Not a ton. The minus 180s are now minus 190s, minus $2 in that range. So a little bit of money there. And there was one other that really stood out to me. Where there was a total. Oh, yeah, the total for L.A. and Arizona has been bet down, which we saw runs in bunches yesterday. I mean, yesterday was 2 pretty rough starting pitchers, but it's not like these are 2 aces, and it's not like these bullpens are any good. Nonetheless, the 9s got wiped out between the Angels and D-backs. That total down to 8.5. I wonder if Sessione's a guy who's attracting some positive market support. He had some pretty rough outings earlier. So I'm not convinced that is the case. So I gave you guys the promo code NBA10, $10 off the NBA package. I told you guys Friday is going to be the last Wake Up and Win. We're going to start doing NFL previews once the win report comes out the beginning of July. Let me give you one more thing before we leave. And again, thank you so much for the likes, the comments, the follows. Much appreciated. The 7-day for $77 all-access pass is worth noting. Promo code, if you just want the one play, get it. I encourage people, never buy a play. Get a package. You get 7 days for $77. There's also a deal. If you buy the month of July, you get the rest of June for free. Those are good for me. They're good for any capper over at WagerTalk.com. And they're both really good deals. 7 days for $77 all access. And buy a month for July and get the rest of this month. What's it, June 12th? Get it for free. Check it out right now, WagerTalk.com. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. We'll do it again tomorrow right here on Wake Up and Win, powered by WagerTalk.com. Good luck today. Cheers.